Hey everybody, this is my first video for my video blog for our class, and really I'm just here to kind of tell you guys what to expect from my video blog, and then we'll kind of go over the first subject of the blog, which is posting for work. So this blog, really I just want to bring other people like Jess here onto the blog, and essentially me introduce a topic that we then discuss, and of course my guest will have some sort of a story that goes along with the blog. The first thing I'd like to discuss, though, is employers and what you post online and how that affects getting your job after college. Jess?
Okay, so I work for a outdoor tourism company out of Tennessee, and I often help with the hiring process. So first thing off the bat, we get all the resumes. Before we even read any of your experience, anything on that resume, because you have control over that information, we type your name into Google. If we don't find anything on Google, we'll also look on Instagram, Facebook, any
LinkedIn,
possible thing that we can find
Twitter.
online. Oh, Twitter is so good too.
Yeah.
So, and we do this because we want to see who you are, not in a professional setting. We want to see what you are like when you're hanging out with your friends, because in a workplace, you are meant to be professional, but it is also a family type atmosphere.
Right. I think, sorry to cut you off, but just related to that point, I think that it's important to understand that it's not all about what you're posting yourself. It's more about regulating what you post, along with seeing what other people are posting about you, and not getting into the position of having some embarrassing photo that your friend posts, like, hey, look at how drunk my best friend just got last night, or whatever else it is. It not only is yourself, but it's others, which makes it hard to regulate.
Absolutely. So we've run into that a lot of times as well, because if you type someone's name into Facebook, for example, if they're tagged in anything, that's going to come up in search results, and it's so easy for us to just click on that and see what you were up to last Friday night, or see the certain articles that your friends are tagging you in. And if those pictures or those things that you're sharing or being tagged in don't line up with our work environment and the way we like to treat people or present ourselves in public, we're not even going to look at your resume. It's a hard no. We are judging you just based on your online presence. And it's crazy. Even, if you try so hard to keep all of your stuff private, you can't. It's the internet. There's always a way around it. And if you're like me specifically, or majority of women, we will find you. And we will find the stuff that you don't necessarily want to share.
Right. And having to do with businesses, ethics plays a huge role in what future employers will be looking at your social media for. So it's not necessarily based on, like, hey, this guy bikes, I don't like biking. It's going to be like, this guy seems to be a huge partier. I run a company that most of my customers are older people. Are they going to like somebody that is, likes to have more fun socially? And I mean, it's just things like that. So, like, what you post is never necessarily wrong, but for jobs that you want to be getting in the future, you want to think about that company's ethics and go, am I somebody that the head of that company wants to, like, hire in order to represent the company?
Yeah, I agree completely, and we definitely look at all of that information before we even read what you write on your resume. So definitely keep that in mind. Be aware. If you do notice, you're starting this career path and you notice your friends are tagging you in things and it's stuff that you don't feel comfortable being tagged in, speak up, ask them to untag you, find ways to untag yourself. Definitely modify your privacy settings on all of the social media platforms. If there's stuff from the past, which often comes back to bite people, go back, delete everything that isn't a true reflection of the person you are currently or the person that you want to be in the future and the person that you want your employees to think you are.
Right. Well, anyways, that concludes our segment on business and social media and what to post and what not to post. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that this is a good example for what I'll be doing in the future with this project. Thank you guys. Bye.